What is up, everybody? Welcome into See the Floor podcast. It's your boy K Malone,
Ryan Wilson,
and we have a great episode for y'all. You ready, brother?
Let's get it.
Welcome in, everybody. See the Floor podcast. The bros, the guys, the hostess with the most. It's your boy K Malone.
Ryan Wilson.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. So let me
beginning to look a lot like March.
So according to my calculations, it's March 23rd. That means we are in the midst of March Madness.
Yeah, we getting to the nitty gritty.
Man, we did not have postseason. Well, the postseason was cut short for college athletes.
Sad day in the world.
Yeah, there were kids that were literally in the middle of games and halftime, like because of the situation with COVID and the reason the podcast was created. Rudy Gobert test positive, stopped the game, stopped the presses. The world just went on total halt.
Yeah. It's a sad day when you in the midst of a game and you can't even go back out to finish. Mm-hmm. That's got to be crushing.
Yeah. So, and it's been a long time coming for the light at the end of the tunnel to get to this, to get to an NCAA tournament, to get to in a bubble for college kids, for them now have to kind of experience like, okay, COVID testing, tournament time, focus, school, spring, all of those things. And for us fans, now that, you know, your boy's a fan, I don't get the chance to participate anymore. You know, your eligibility been gone.
Here you go.
I'm just saying, you know.
Anybody can still get it.
What's the fun? You can get this work.
You can get this work or you can get this work.
So, with that being said, the NCAA tournament is here. It is in full force. The stars are shining. The upsets are happening. Brackets are busting. Man.
Yeah, my bracket is shot.
So, sorry, I couldn't help give much service to you.
My money gone.
Man. The good thing is I can gamble on NCAA tournament games, and I should have been betting on one team. We'll get to them later. We ain't gonna spoil form for them already. Man, to preview the NCAA tournament, because a lot of y'all seeing this have seen a lot of the upsets and bracket busting, but number one overall seed, Gonzaga Bulldogs, they've been tough all year.
Still in the midst.
Yeah, 26-0, and just got to the NCAA tournament just rolling. Were able to take care of their first round matchup. Got a chance to play Oklahoma this weekend. Shout out to my boy Austin Reeves and his career off at OU and doing what he does, but that wasn't enough.
Yeah. He fought hard. Yeah.
Then missing Davion Harmon hurt too.
Yeah.
Losing your second leading scorer and a guard to handle the ball versus them, it's tough.
But he was really able to leave it out on the floor and he made people see how big of a dog he is.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people sleep on him.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's just my opinion coming from Wichita State, getting to be with him every day. But to see him have success at a higher school and as a senior be first team all Big 12, let's not take that away from him because he really went to probably the toughest conference in the country. Sorry, Big 10. Big 12's tougher, but and really put on.
Yeah.
Now we could talk about our second number one seed out of the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. Shout out Popsy from the Co.
Sick'em Bears.
Yeah, we got big Baylor ties here. But they look like they're finding their footing after the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
Can they hold on? Can they be the team that we thought they were all year? Can their three-headed monster guards between Jared Butler, Davion Mitchell, and Maceo Teague really get it done? With no inside presence.
I believe in them. I think they'll get there. Do I think they'll win it? No.
Okay. I do have them getting there.
Yeah, they'll get there, but I don't think they'll win.
These two games so far have not just been a cakewalk versus Eastern Washington and Wisconsin, but they took care of business.
Right.
Took care of business. Let's get to our third number one seed, Michigan. Michigan had a scare.
Yeah.
And it's not that it's a scare. LSU's a very good team. LSU has the leading freshman scorer in the country in Cameron Thomas. They got Trent Wofford, Javonte Smart. Tough matchup. Obviously easy first-round game, but they showed a lot of toughness for having one of their better players out of injury in Isaiah Livers. And we'll see what the Sweet 16 holds for them.
Yeah, I not so much believe in the team. I believe in their leadership, though, and their coach.
Yeah, because Juwan is very passionate.
Very.
So when you get a former player, and a lot of times a lot of former players come back, but when you get a player of his caliber, what he did in Michigan, what he means to Michigan, even though they tried to race the Fab Five, and how he was as a not the best NBA career, but the tail end, the lead, like you can see it in their team. They are been battle tested, and they have a coach that he believes, so then the guys believe.
Right, exactly.
Definitely.
I couldn't agree with you more.
Yep, and then as the brackets get to busting, the fourth number 1 seed, Illinois, who I thought after them winning it, gonna be kind of scary, and
took that early exit,
and they took an exit to another Illinois team. Shout out to Loyola Chicago, my boy Drake Jackson.
You called it. I give it to you. You called it. I didn't believe in him.
Yeah, and I mean, I saw from my time at Wichita State being in the Missouri Valley that when we left, they would be the team that would have a chance. And the year that we left, that next year, they get to the Final Four.
Yeah.
And you see they've been able to keep one of their main pieces, Cameron Cutwig. And if y'all don't know who that is, y'all better look him up because the boy can play. Throwback big, handoff, screen, roll, finish. Nice.
Yeah, he got some tricks in his bag.
Yeah.
Definitely, for sure.
Yeah. So now let's get to the meat of the bracket. What's really going on? So
get to all the curveballs.
Yeah, the curveballs. I mean, obviously the main curveball, you see it, but you gotta believe it. The Golden Eagles of Oral Roberts are for real, and I'm not playing.
I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say.
Do you want me to say it for you?
Go ahead.
It says it on the court. Expect a miracle.
Oh my God!
So
yeah, they right with somebody upstairs. That's for sure.
Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, you gotta be. So now, but to talk about them a little bit, they have the leading scorer in the country, Max Asmus, big time shooter, and it showed a lot of people that he can drive the ball.
Yeah.
Big guy, Kevin O'Banner, unbelievable freshman year playing with me. Gave me a lot of assists. Made me look really good at times. Has matured into a dominant big, a true pick and pop, throw someone on the inside, let him work inside out. And then they have role guys that really, really just play their role. And they play the way they play a brand of basketball where they really believe in the offense that they run. They're very, very efficient.
Yeah.
And the one thing that they're doing maybe better than anybody right now, maybe outside of Gonzaga, just because they're so much more talented than everybody, they take care of the ball. And their best players been able to stay out of foul trouble.
Yeah.
And that's unbelievable when you have your two best players of the highest scoring duo in the country stay out of foul trouble and they're getting above their averages. It's hard to match up for that. It's hard to scheme for that when you only have 2 days. So they are a team that is now put themselves in a position that I think going into this Sweet 16 playing Arkansas, if they don't turn the ball over and Arkansas can't press them, we're talking about a 15 seed getting to the Elite Eight.
Yeah. When was the last time they made a run?
It's been a while, but for people that don't know, ORU has a storied history. There have been some very, very good players to come through. So the upset they had versus Kansas in the NCAA tournament with Caleb Green, Ken Tutt, our cousin Adam Liberty, shout out to him.
For sure.
Yeah. So and first of all, go back to one of the great all-time college basketball scorers, Richard Fuqua. I got a chance to play with his son RJ. I mean, this dude got 24,000 points in a career with no three-point line.
Yeah.
That's
remarkable.
Scary tough.
Yeah.
So
we're getting back to the team now.
Yeah.
What I will say about Kevin is when you play with him, I thought he was lazy. I thought he was a bum.
But here's the thing: he
could go, but he was lazy.
Think about this: he was a freshman. He was freshman year in the conference too.
I get that. And yeah, you could see his potential, but he was lazy. Yeah. And I think the difference now is it's his team.
Was it his team or is it Max?
It's his team.
You're right. He does put them on his back.
Right. It's his team, and he knows that.
Yeah.
And he's got a level of confidence that's just through the roof.
It doesn't work if both of them don't play well.
Exactly.
When you have a big guy that's dominant like that, you see, you're going to be able to win games. And it's kind of scary because you look at a guy like him and then you look at Iowa, who just took a loss to Oregon.
Man.
Luka Garza comes back, senior year, could have went to the NBA. Definite player of the year. Let's just put it to bed. I mean, the guy's in the Big Ten, first, second, whatever, best conference in the country. He's giving you a double-double every single night.
Exactly.
And he makes it look
tough.
easy. Yeah. And he came to do what he worked on, which is step out and shoot the 3-ball, and he can. So, got to give him a lot of credit. But like I said, the NCAA tournament, it's anybody's. You have to be prepared to play a bunch of different teams on any given night and have to find a way to win. And that's just the name of the game. Yeah.
And going into the tournament, I thought your top seeds were for sure. Mm-hmm. There was, no Cinderella teams.
Definitely.
But
we have plenty.
Looking at it now,
Oregon State gets to a Sweet 16. They beat Oklahoma State. They have Cade Cunningham. He's the best freshman in the country. He's the number one player. He plays well. They still lose.
Yeah.
People. There's kids all around the country that can hoop.
Yeah.
So talent evaluator, stop looking at these rankings. These rankings mean nothing.
Yeah.
Kids, stop looking at these rankings. Just told some young men earlier, you get to the right place, you get to the right school, you'd have no idea what can happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your time is now.
You got to start early, start young.
Yes. Now, we didn't get to everything because we could be on the show for an hour covering everything.
Yeah.
We got to show our ladies some love. Because
they ain't getting any.
They've been disrespected.
Disrespectful.
I don't know why. Mark Emmert, you still ain't answered.
Yeah, you got some explaining to do.
Yes. Now, for all of y'all that didn't get a chance to see, and I hope, y'all on social media, I hope everybody's supporting that the women get their just due. We're going to show y'all love as always. Women's NCAA tournament. It's the same equivalent as the men's. They're trying to win a national championship. It's good basketball.
Yeah.
Girls do the same thing we do. They hoop. They're good. They're stars. Paige Buchers is like that. Freshman point guard from UConn. If you don't know her, get to know her. She probably got 500,000 Instagram followers.
She got that work. She nice. Extra nice.
I'm sorry. She doesn't need 3 years in college.
She on her way.
WNBA, see her very soon.
Yeah.
But let's get to the real thing and the fact that their bubble that they had in San Antonio, they were not offered the same opportunities that the men's players were offered. So for one, the pictures of not a weight room, not a weight area, a stand of individual weights that probably go up to 15 pounds, like women's basketball players only lift 15 pounds.
The disrespect is real.
Yeah. So let's put this in perspective. We have a weight room at our university. The girls use the same weight room. There's no change there's not like the girls, we're going to make them this weight room that's smaller, has less weights, and the increments is different. No.
Right.
Yeah, they may not lift as heavy. They lift what their bodies allows them to lift to play competitively and play well. So they should be afforded the same opportunity and have the same size weight room, have the same weights, have all the same things available.
I mean, do we have segregated gyms?
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
Not at all. So NCAA, I'm Mark Emmert. I'm trying to find out what's the deal. And the disrespect goes to a second level. We don't offer them catered in meals.
Man.
We're getting just pure thrown together hotel meals. We got to feed 60-something teams, so we can't make enough hot food and quality food for them. We can't get, after everybody's passed their quarantine and tests, we can't get quality food catered in for our ladies, really? That's really what we're doing?
It's really a sad thing to see.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think we've come further than that.
And clearly we have not.
Clearly we have not.
So the thing that makes me mad, anything that I like that Dawn Staley pointed out in her, who's the head coach of South Carolina women's basketball, a pioneer in basketball herself, great WNBA player, was playing in the WNBA while coaching college.
Right.
Mind you, she is the head women's coach for USA women's basketball. She wrote a great letter. She just expressed, one, thanking the people that are in charge that did put together a great format, a great bubble for them to have an NCAA tournament. Let's put that on the line.
Yeah.
Secondly, the NCAA March Madness handle says the men's basketball tournament like there's no madness that involves women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. We're still fighting for racial equality, and we're still fighting for gender equality. What are we doing?
In 2021.
I don't get it. But we're here for y'all. It's our platform. We speaking up.
Yeah, we gonna say something. We got a word.
Hey, I always do. So with that being said, I really hope y'all tuned in to the women's games. We got basketball on all week. What more could you ask for? Women's games through the first part of the week and then men's games on the weekend. Tune in. Stop what you're doing.
You ain't got nothing else to do.
Y'all want to see dunks? Go watch Stanford, Fran Belibi. I promise. She gets a breakaway. It's going down.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. There's a lot more women getting up there now.
Man. I don't know what to tell y'all. Tune in. Y'all tune into the podcast. Go flip on women's NCAA tournament. But we had to let them know.
I mean, the women's games has evolved. Why can't y'all? Why can't y'all adjust y'all's mindset? Like, at the end of the day, we heard a hoop.
Yeah.
Men, women, we heard a hoop.
Facts. So, I got UConn girls winning it.
Without a doubt.
I think they're going to play for Coach Ariema. Not there, still dealing with COVID. Very, very sad. So it seems like the women have had a little bit better success with the whole COVID thing. I haven't seen anybody that got put out.
Yeah.
Because obviously VCU had to forfeit their first round game versus Oregon. And you saw some teams were affected.
Whoever was responsible.
Oh, yeah. You told me off air, like, hey, you're going to have to see me when we get back.
Pack it up, bro, man. When we land, go ahead and pack up your apartment, whatever. Go ahead and head to the crib.
Yeah, you don't have to put your name in the portal. We're going to put it in there for you. Yeah, but you saw teams, on the men's side were affected. Kansas, Jayla Wilson doesn't get to play the first game. He's there for the second game. Just weren't the same team.
Yeah.
Now, I think USC just happened to be better that night, regardless of I just think they played better.
Yeah, they definitely did.
So the two Mobley brothers, they're a handful.
I didn't really like Kansas anyway. So,
yeah, this Kansas team came along late at the end.
Yeah.
And their thing was, were they going to be able to hit enough shots? Were they going to be able to hit enough perimeter shots to win a game? So if they get past USC, what do they do down the line?
Yeah, their efficiency is kind of below average.
Yeah. So a team that I think is scary is Alabama.
Yeah.
As a 2 seed.
Dogs.
Because they just blasted Maryland.
With ease.
Yeah. Like,
they made it look easy.
I don't know if I've seen it happen, but in an NCAA tournament game, this was a high-level game, that both coaches knew to empty the bench within the 2 minute. Like, not like, hey, we're going to leave a couple of our guys out there. Like, empty the bench, both sides.
Yeah.
Like, okay, everybody gets their experience. We're just going to take our L, and we're going to take our 20-point win. Everybody get in.
It's like you going to the court with your 5 and running the court and be like, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
We won 20 games. Let's get up out of here.
Yeah.
Let the kids play.
Got you. Yeah. What do you think about Florida State? Did you get a chance to watch that game?
No, I didn't get to watch them.
Florida State's good. Scotty Barnes is nice.
Contenders?
They've been to Elite 8 a couple times in the past couple years with Little Hamilton. I don't know if they can get over the hump.
Who they got? Who they playing?
Who are they playing next? Excuse me, I'll look at the bracket. But I do like them because they're balanced. Leonard Hamilton's a great coach. He always has been. And they just in the ACC's down, right?
Yeah.
So it's still the ACC. One team is going to be good enough. Obviously, Virginia struggled. Their COVID issues. They lost to Ohio.
Right.
Like, I think at this point, half of our Sweet 16 bracket is like not anybody that so you have Oral Roberts, Ohio, Oregon State, Loyola Chicago. Like, it's.
So do you credit this to COVID?
No, because I mean, everybody's had to play. I mean, it's not been always even at times, but like everybody's had some type of issues.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just I don't know. Florida State has Michigan.
Nah.
I think they can.
Nah, I got Michigan.
Okay.
So if you want to put a wager on it, we can.
Hey, hold on. I don't want to take your money. I don't want to take your money. So tough matchups to me. I think Gonzaga gets Creighton. shout out to the guys from Creighton being able to put aside their feelings for their coach. If I keep up with all the backstories.
Yeah.
So the backstory with Creighton is their coach, Greg McDermott, his son Doug McDermott, famous Doug Buckets, decided that he tried to challenge his team, but certain words that he used shouldn't be used in 2020. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, after everything that's going on, how do you still decide that, guys, I need you guys to stay together, be as a team. Like, nobody get off the plantation. When you have a majority black team?
I'm so-
There's something that, like,
that's not even something you could say, oh, it was, in the swing of things, it was a heated moment. No, that's your mindset. That's how you think.
Something deep down is like, you guys can play for me, but I need you guys to be, right here. Like,
right.
Like, I'm the master. You guys are just,
Don't forget your place.
Yeah. And it's quite sad because, and you just wonder, like, you've heard the players say they're hurt. It hurts. But you see some of them, no one's transferred. No one's opted out. They're playing for each other. His best player decided that I'm going to at least speak up for my coach. So I can give you a little bit of leeway that your best player and other players at least have spoke up about your character, and they don't want this completely to assassinate your character. So clearly you've done some amount of good in these kids' life. And I hope he really does go sit down, take classes, take the counseling that's needed, and not just do it because that's publicly what you're supposed to do. But really educate yourself.
That's tough.
Because you have to walk in these young men's house with their parents and decide, like, we're going to give our child to you.
Yeah.
Like, I hope that both of us can make a great decision and feel like whatever children we place with whoever and whatever they do in life, that they really have their best interests at heart and they truly don't have ulterior motives or a different agenda on the inside.
Yeah. But at the same time, you never know if you're getting the real person or somebody's representative.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a tough decision to make, but yeah, that's tough. I don't know how I would react if I was in the player's shoes.
Man, I don't want to get into it, but obviously I've been in somewhat similar situations dealing with Wichita State, which, shout out to them. We made the tournament. Hey, we lost. It's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
First 4 game, 1-point loss to Drake. Not happy with the finals or final play, but who am I to say? I made plenty of mistakes at the end of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm a gamer, but that doesn't mean I never made a mistake. Shout out to them boys. Shout out to my coach, my guy, Isaac Brown, got the head coaching job, wins the American Athletic Conference regular season, gets the team in the NCAA tournament, bubble or not. He gets there after all the things that happened with Coach Marshall. We're not going to get into all that, but he takes over. They give him the job, well-deserved, and now he got a chance to really run a program and be the guy.
And we can get into it. Maybe another episode.
Yeah. So, just like I said, coaches, just respect the kids, man. We a lot of us look at y'all as second fathers and things like that, and we want to be able to play for you. We want to be coached.
Yeah.
I don't think you go to a high level school and don't want to be coached, but we just want to be respected. We're not going to disrespect you, and if we do, we know you're going to correct it.
Yeah.
And know what the consequence is if we say things that we shouldn't to our coach or an elder and speak out of tone, out of pocket. But, have enough respect for us to be able to get on us and, ride us the right way. Because that's important. You don't never want to break a kid's mental down.
Yeah.
Because how you going to get it back?
You know my motto. You can't ask someone to do something you're not willing to do. Mm-hmm. So you can't ask for respect and you don't respect me.
Yeah.
So,
but I think you see around the country a lot of the coaches that really do, demand that respect, but their players give it back.
Yeah.
Guys like a Mike Boyd in Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State gives a black coach a chance. He comes in and does a great job. Has now gotten recruits, now got them to the NCAA tournament, and now the Big 12 is tough. So you might finish 5th in a year, but you're good enough to get to the NCAA tournament,
right,
and things like that. And I hope that all, coaches, young guys, older guys, whatever, come in and like kind of embrace their players. So hopefully they embrace them back.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Now, some of the other matchups, and it's interesting because you get an Oregon and USC game. You're getting a Pac-12 game in the NCAA tournament.
Right.
You know, some people are like, I don't want to see that. Like, they've already played each other. But then some people are like, oh, it's interesting. Like, the stakes are higher.
Yeah. It's going to be an intense game.
Yeah, it's even higher than a conference championship because, like, this gets you 2 games away from where you're trying to be at.
Right.
You know, another surprise team, UCLA. Mick Cronin comes from Cincinnati, spent a lot of time there, decides, like, let me go to the West Coast. Let me take a grit and grind style in Cincinnati that we struggled with.
Yeah.
To at our place had them senior night and couldn't out-grind them, lost by 3. You know, out-grinded them at their place. But has gotten a UCLA team that's supposed to be, you know, UCLA. It's the Blue Bloods. It's the house that Bill Walton built and Reggie, like, smooth. It's
You got a lot of respect for UCLA.
You
do.
They're a blue blood.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't go there. Shout out my guy Stovey, Anthony Stovey. He went to UCLA. You know, it's my guy, but I ain't. Sorry, Stovey, I ain't going. They just have had a quality of players.
Yeah, individual.
I would pick USC before I go to UCLA. I take my unofficial USC. I loved it.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting matchup.
That's for different reason.
Yeah. Hey man, let's not talk about that. Oregon State though. Oregon State plays. I think Oregon State and Loyola matchup. So we're gonna get a Cinderella team in the Elite 8.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah, and Tress Tinkle is a great coach. I mean, it's
which Cinderella you going with?
Loyola. Cameron Crowwick is nice.
Okay,
that boy nice.
All right.
Get a Valley, the old Valley team to love. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you biased.
So now my other Cinderella team, you know, the Golden Eagles of Roberts University.
Oh my!
I already said it. Like I said, they gonna give Arkansas that work.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem with Arkansas.
Maybe Arkansas. Yeah.
Arkansas's best player, Moses Moody. They don't give him the ball. He's a lottery pick.
Yeah.
Top 50 freshman in the country.
Sure.
Guys, when you have a workhorse, give your workhorse the ball.
Feed me.
Yes. You got to the tournament with your team. You're going to get there with your team. But if your best player doesn't get the ball, doesn't get shots, it's going to be hard to win.
Definitely.
And I want to see good basketball. I want to see the guys that are supposed to go off. So, like you said.
So, your final 2.
Because can Bama get from that side? No, Bama would have to play Gonzaga. Ooh. I guess I'm going Gonzaga and Baylor. I don't know who off of that side can. I mean, we're looking.
Who does Baylor go through to get there?
Baylor would have to go through. They play Villanova. Still think they get Villanova. This is the matchup I want to see. If Baylor wins and Oral Roberts wins, Baylor gets Oral Roberts.
Boy, stop.
So hold on. But for those that don't know, head coach I have, Paul Mills, came from Baylor. Scott Drew at Baylor's coaching tree is starting to get really, really nice. Grant McCaslin at North Texas upset Purdue, loses to Villanova. He's got 2 head coaches that have now upset people in NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
His brother, Bryce Drew, gets Grand Canyon there first, even though he didn't necessarily coach under Drew. And then, shout out Coach Driscoll at North Florida. They've definitely made their NCAA tournament run and had an upset of themselves, as a 14 seed maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So shout out Coach Drew getting that. But that would be the 2
speaks
private
volumes to Coach Drew's leadership.
Yeah, he's done an unbelievable job turning Baylor around from the pits of Hades. Man, because if anybody would have said 15 years ago, I'm going to go to Baylor University, slap yourself. You'd have went to Houston. You'd have went to North Texas. You'd have went to Timbuktu before you went to Baylor.
Yeah.
So there was nothing in Waco. Wasn't no big football stadium. Wasn't no Sick'em Bears. Wasn't no.
But do you think ORU is going to beat Baylor?
I think that's going to be tough because Coach Drew is going to have everything, The problem with ORU's team is going to be that three-headed monster. ORU's missing one of their good pieces that would make them even better, and a graduate transfer, RJ Glasper, that takes some of the pressure off of Max in terms of handling the ball. ORU is also missing my big dog, Elijah Lufile. He's got some stuff going on he's got to take care of health-wise, but he's a monster. When you're missing the 6'8", 250 to go down there and board and bang, they need that.
Yeah.
But I still think it'd be a good game because, like I said, I think Kevin O'Banner's a problem for anybody in the country. I don't care if it's Luke Garza. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Drew Timme.
I'm going to say they win by at least 15.
Baylor?
Yeah.
I will pick Baylor to win that game. But I think more than anything, I would love to see that matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, we got a great...
Because of the background story.
Yeah.
But they're going to win by at least 15.
Yeah. But like I said, you can't take nothing away from them. We got a great matchup in that Illinois and Loyola Chicago of like kind of local area teams.
Yeah.
We get that matchup. We got our Pac-12 matchups. I mean, there's some potential just for, and that's what it's all about. Why do you think we call it madness? You can't predict it. Everybody's bracket is just a shambles.
Life is happening, people.
So next time I know, my bracket is just going to be pure upset bracket. Just pure pandemonium.
That's your method. You throw about 10 brackets out and one of them got a hit.
Only did 2. What up? Should I did a third? So next time I help you, we're going to go in a completely different, we'll have a completely different algorithm strategy, all different things. But no one can predict it. And that's the beauty of it. You get 30 plus games over 4 weekends. 3 weekends, sorry. It's just great. It's just everything that you want. The NBA playoffs is great.
It's good basketball.
But this is like, you get to see kids purely out there playing for themselves, the name on the front of the jersey, their teammates, their family. It's not about the last name. It's not about the draft stock. It's about
some last chance U type stuff.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you haven't got a chance, check out Last Chance U. We got Last Chance U basketball.
Man.
So, I always love Last Chance U football, but Last Chance U basketball has been great.
Yeah.
So, going forward, we both got Gonzaga. We can save the brackets, at least pick the right team to win.
Yeah.
Their road it's almost there. Yeah, they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully they can finish it. I just think they're really complete. I think it'd be hard to knock them off. They have to have a really, really off night.
It's just a well-oiled machine.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
You can't beat that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Another one in the books.
Yes, sir. I was so happy to do this. Can we do it now? Can we do it now? Can we do it now? Well, yeah.
It had to be done.
Oh, yeah. And if you really, really like us, follow us on Instagram. Follow your boy at B_great KAE.
Follow your boy. Witness your moment. You are.
Yes, sir. Get on that Instagram and Twitter.
See the floor _
And my favorite one of all, the website.
www.seethefloorpodcast.com.
Yes. Stay on the lookout for episodes. We're dropping episodes every single week. It is consistent now. We do not drop an episode.
We are a well-oiled machine.
Yes, we are. So, besides from that, y'all already know the deal. Till next time, y'all. We out.
See life like you see the floor.